going to talk about the 4 to 6 month development. So this is really coming into my favorite phase. I love the 6 months because they're so cute. They're so social. They want to play, but they can't move yet. So with the movement, the big body movements, they should be sitting well without support and not toppling over by about 6 months. So some kids will be earlier, some kids will be a little bit later, but really that sitting is going to be a big part of what they're doing, standing, being able to get strong on their feet. And then initially, they have to have good head control now. They have to have good trunk support now to be able to sit with that support. And then sometimes they will be able to sit in the corner of the sofa or like on your lap with just one hand. So those things are going to be coming in now. And then they'll get to a point where they can actually sit with their legs out, and they'll do what I call like the tripod. Like when you have the camera, they'll just kind of lean forward and they'll use their hands or arms to support themselves. And then of course you pick them up and help them sit up again. But that's them really getting stronger now. And then they'll get to the point where they can sit well, but they kind of off to the side. And again, you'll support them, but then after that, they'll get to the point where they can sit well, strong, reach for a toy, not topple over. And that's when they're also developmentally ready to start eating. That, and they stare you down, make you feel guilty for eating, dive for your spoon and say, ah. So that's the 6 month gross motor stuff. And they need to have that because we want them to have good head control. We don't want them choking on food, right? So, and there's many other reasons with the food that we wait until they're 6 months developmental. So we'll talk about in that food one, we'll talk about that more. And then social communication. So they're really social now. And by 6 months of age, babies are engaging you. They're not waiting for you to start the conversation. They're starting the conversation by smiling and babbling at you. And they may do the ba, 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 ga, 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 whatever sounds, or they'll just do all variety of sounds, but they are trying to talk to you. They're trying to tell you, hey, pay attention to me. I'm cute. And then they will, again, have that back and forth conversation with you. So they'll say something to you. They'll smile at you. They'll wait. You'll talk to them. They'll listen to what you said. They'll respond with some more, usually cute little giggles. And then that can keep going on. And then the other part is the giggles, right? So they have the full-on belly laugh now. You have to obviously get them excited enough and interested enough to have that belly laugh, but they will full-on giggle for you. And so that's really, again, that whole social emotional communication part that's important. Great eye contact, you can see them showing their excitement with just more than their sounds, their facial expressions, their movements, everything they're going to be showing you. So as far as the hand stuff and the fine motor movements, they should totally be able to reach for something and grab it now. They should, even if it's something small and they're on the floor, they should start raking it up with their fingers. They use all of the fingers. They usually don't start using the 2, which is the pincer grasp, until about 8 or 9 months. But they will get to whatever's there. They'll try to shove it in their mouth and normally not succeed unless they've got like a handful of fruit puffs and maybe one of them will escape into their mouth. So, and fruit puffs are not necessarily something you start at 6 months, but just kind of giving you an idea of what raking looks like. So they will, with foods, they're usually not doing anything yet from that perspective that they can actually pick up, because again, they have to pick up with their 2 fingers to be able to put it in their mouth. So, and then there's some other things that we ask you about on the developmental questionnaire that you would not try, like letting them, putting a Cheerio in a bottle and seeing if they try to reach for it. Some people haven't had their kids start looking in mirrors and stuff like that. So things like that are weird, but really it's more of exploration. Like if something is there and it looks like I can get it, why can't I get it? Or, and with the reflection in the mirror, like that looks like me and I'm going to make a facial reaction and that looks like my facial reaction, and realizing all of that processing and higher level functioning and realizing there's more going on, and I can have, some sort of result in the environment around me, as well as the environment around me can trick me, different they're figuring all that out. They're exploring now. So they're really starting there more than just, eat, poo, pee, sleep kind of thing. They're starting to really interact with the things that are around them. So that's really the big stuff with the 6-month developmental, where I want them to be by 6 months. And then again, I told you we'll talk about food on another one. And then the next big thing is the 6 to 9 months, which is lots and lots more changes. So thank you for listening, and look forward to seeing you soon. Okay, bye.